Hi there, this is John Thompson. Today's strategy alert is dealing with a fairly interesting situation happening a lot in today's real estate and mortgage markets. And this is the opportunity for people to purchase a new home but have not yet sold their own home. And there may be many reasons why someone would want to buy a new home without selling their current home. They don't want to go and rent in between, or potentially they're trying to wait for a different price on the home and so forth. But nonetheless, this is a challenge for people because the guidelines around this strategy are somewhat complicated. So a couple things we'll kind of quickly talk about here. So one of the reasons people want to kind of hold on to things, maybe convert it to a rental and build wealth through doing this. And so for this to be an appropriate strategy, you need to look at things like, if it's rented out, will it generate positive cash flow? Can you qualify for the new home while holding the current home? Are you in a financial position to be an effective landlord, and how does it affect your long and short-term goals? One of the next situations that comes up pretty often is there enough equity to sell? So, if your current home is in a negative equity position, or there's just barely enough to maybe pay off the mortgage and not pay commissions to the realtors and so forth, this could be a pretty significant obstacle. Current guidelines, lending guidelines, say that in order to be able to buy a new home without selling your old home and not count the payment against you, again, not count the payment against you, you have to have a 30% equity position in order to be able to offset the payment with that on your current home. So that can sometimes be pretty difficult. If you don't have the 30% equity, then bottom line is that you're going to need to be able to qualify to buy both the old home, buy your new home and qualify to make the payments on the old home. So that can be pretty burdensome for a lot of buyers these days. So there's other strategies that come into play, like paying down the mortgage and so forth, and making a large enough down payment where you could qualify for both. Timing issues are also kind of another situation where you just happen to run into that perfect home and so forth, and you just haven't gotten your home in a position now to sell, and so you have to figure out a way to do this. Or maybe you do need the equity in your home for the down payment, but all this requires some advanced planning, and one of the keys here that I'm going to kind of highlight here is that you got to understand these issues early. Once you've listed your home for sale, you tend to lose a lot of the options that are available to you. So my advice always in these strategy alerts is to contact your lender ahead of time, make sure you're discussing these opportunities. There are a number of creative things you can do to mitigate the situation, but the bottom line is, if you are wanting to buy a home and you're potentially not going to sell your current home for a variety of reasons, make sure you check ahead of time with your lender and work through those strategies. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.